Welcome to the Woke Conservative Podcast, where we are woke to the social injustices and rampant racism of the left. I'm your host, Woke Conservative, and this is the Constitution Series, Part 8, a series where we take an in-depth examination of the Constitution from start to finish. If you have not listened to the previous parts of the series, I recommend you do that first. I will put the link for them down below. Today, we will examine the rest of Article 2, which is what role the president plays and what powers he has. Before we begin, please give a like, follow, and share. Article 2, Section 2. The president shall be Commander-in-Chief of the Army and Navy of the United States and of the militia of the several states. When called into actual service of the United States, he may require the opinion in writing of the principal officer in each of the executive departments upon any subject relating to the duties of their respective offices. And he shall have power to grant reprieves and pardons for offenses against the United States, except in cases of impeachment. Okay, so the first clause is very straightforward. It talks about how the president is commander-in-chief of all the armed forces. Then it talks about how he is in charge of all the departments in the executive branch. And then the big one, pardons. We always see pardons start to play out towards the end of a presidency. President will usually pardon a bunch of people he thinks has been improperly imprisoned. He shall have power by and with the advice and consent of the Senate to make treaties, provided 2/3 of the Senate present concur. And he shall nominate, and by and with the advice and consent of the Senate, shall appoint ambassadors, other public ministers and councils, judges of the Supreme Court, and all other offices of the United States whose appointments are not herein otherwise provided for, and which shall be established by law. But the Congress may by law vest the appointment of such inferior offices as they think proper, in the president alone, in the courts of law, or in the heads of departments. The president shall have power to fill up all vacancies that may happen during the recess of the Senate by granting commissions which shall expire at the end of their next session. This is the end of Article 2, Section 2, and as you can see, the whole thing's pretty straightforward. I will add, though, that the appointments the president can make include U.S. ambassadors, foreign counsels, Supreme Court justices, federal justices, U.S. attorneys, U.S. marshals, cabinet officers, independent agency heads, and members of regulatory commission. Article 2, Section 3. He shall, from time to time, give to the Congress information of the state of the Union and recommend to their consideration such measures as he shall judge necessary and expedient. He may, on extraordinary occasions, convene both houses or either of them, and in the case of disagreement between them with respect to the time of adjournment, he may adjourn them to such time as he shall think proper. He shall receive ambassadors and other public ministers. He shall take care that the laws be faithfully executed, and shall commission all the officers of the United States. So, yet again, Section 3 is pretty straightforward. The president shall give a State of the Union to the Congress, which usually happens once a year. And interestingly enough, not until 1913 with Woodrow Wilson did the president start addressing Congress in person. Before that, it was usually done by letter. And the president can call a joint session, and he has the right to meet with foreign heads of state. Article 2, Section 4. The President, Vice President, and all civil officers of the United States shall be removed from office on impeachment for and conviction of treason, bribery, or other high crimes and misdemeanors. That's the whole of Section 4. Yet again, it's all straightforward. Article 2 has pretty much been completely straightforward. As a quick review, though, the process of impeachment starts in the House of Representatives, and if they vote to impeach, it goes up to the Senate, where the Chief Justice of the Supreme Court presides over the hearing. The House of Reps is the prosecutor, and the Senate is the jury. And the jury needs 2/3 votes to convict. To date, the process of impeachment has only happened 5 times. Andrew Jackson, Richard Nixon, Bill Clinton, and of course, Donald J. Trump twice. None of them were removed from office. That concludes the Constitution for today. I know it was shorter than normal, but I did not want to start a new article and not get back to it until Monday. But I can tell you, Article 3 is going to cover the judicial system. Thank you for listening, and don't forget to leave a like, comment, and share the podcast. Thank you for listening. Have a great day.